rest of us. We also have a meeting, a nice little message. Greetings, commanders. Yes, I took part and it was fun. Wink emoticon. The attached picture proves that they have successfully delivered their first haul of scrap metal to Hutton Orbital near Proxima Centauri, 5 a.m. Central Eastern Standard Time, on the 6th of September, which is indeed their birthday. Ooh. Therefore, they are now going to bed and wishing the best of luck to all the lovely people partaking in this awesome community goal. And that is from... a Ferrero Rocher sharing ambassador. That's Commander Chris Fovolonkin. Happy birthday.
Talking of ambassadors, and particularly sirs, we have one startling absence from our efforts here. Has anybody seen Senator Drew?
Well, I had allured yesterday evening that the Senator finds that the idea of handling any scrap is quite beneath the man's station and has in fact actively refused to be involved. But after I spoke to him through various digital means yesterday, it became clear that he has recalled his last journey to Hutton Orbital, and that when he returned from it, it was almost time for him to retire. So I don't think it's about the scrap metal being beneath him. I think he is deeply concerned that he won't survive the journey time.
We did send him an advert for catheters and tenor pants as well, just in case that was the issue.
Well, yes, you can never tell, and certainly Senator Wega, your presence is deeply missed at Hutton Orbital. Get your arse in gear and get out here, haul some scrap and be part of it. We need you. We need you all. We need you all.
We've even had Ambassador Karash. We were in a wing with him this morning, hunting evil pirates, or attempting to. They'd run away by then. But congratulations and thank you very much to Karash for joining us.
He's been in and out a number of times as well. There is, I'm just arriving at Hutton Orbital, there is a significant queue at the moment. We are all lining up behind Commander Rascon. Commander Aiden is managing us all. Syrian 1984 is here. Macquarie is here. And yeah, we are forming an orderly queue. And I think there may be tea and biscuits upon docking, so that's good news for people who are waiting out here. If I can just...
the tea and biscuits, by the way, were kindly donated by the EDC, who promised all of their members cookies when they arrived.
That's very generous of them. Very generous of them indeed. Now, the EDC have been quite heavily involved. Do we have any other community groups that are currently helping out the cause?
Yeah, I mean, as usual, we've had the Fuel Rats rescuing people right and centre. We've had the BRTD, the Better Red Than Dead team joining in. The first great expedition last night joined us on our live broadcast. One or two of them are either deliberately or accidentally heading back to civilized space. And the other player groups have been messaging us saying they're joining in.
It's brilliant, fantastic amount of work, brilliant work by everybody, and yeah, I'm having difficulties finding the back end of this queue. Hopefully they're listening to Hutton Orbital Radio and can give this poor Commander Cookout a bit of advice. I'm going to sit behind Syrian. That looks like it is the back of the queue.
Well, if you want to shout at those guys in local to make sure they're listening for us, I've got one more thank you to read out. We've got Commander M4L, or Mal if you prefer. Thanks to you, I have joined my first community goal, Volta T6, visited Hutton Orbital for the first and second time, and is now looking forward to getting into some serious trading. Smile emoticon again. He'd like to enter the competition for a real-world mug. Don't forget to get your entries in, boys and girls. And he's going to be making more trips soon.
Fantastically great news. Now, I'm going to have a look at this. More thank yous on the list. Thank you for bringing this to my attention via Lave Radio. Thanks for pushing so strongly for this interesting community goal. Thanks for setting up the website and Hutton Radio. Hutton Radio is just the right kind of eclectic musical mix my scatterbrain enjoys. Where else can I hear the likes of Bonanza, Lord of the Rings, Schindler's List, and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in that order. Today has been a day of firsts for them. Thanks to you all. First community goal, first trip of several, first time playing in Open. Thanks again from Lindsay Gray, who is Commander Felix Bast. Well done. And even if they don't win a mug, they would love to buy one. Would we be able to sell them through Zazzle or something? Well, to be honest, it's something we have not looked into. At first, we just wanted to make sure we had some nice representative, something special to commemorate the event for people that took part. Not in our wildest dreams expecting the numbers to be as high as they have been. So, yes.
Yeah, Mike has been more than a little busy on the email. He has had hundreds upon hundreds of emails from commanders, and his keyboard is smoking still. Alvin is feeling neglected and lying outside on the grass, and poor Mike is feeling a little frazzled with answering all the emails, but we're enjoying it. All of us are enjoying it.
Fantastic. We've got Commander Aziron, who's saying thanks for making the CG happen and they really want a real mug. Commander Bold Mole, thank you for this funny community goal. Fits with his evenings and busy while the alarm goes to 1:20. Okie dokie, yep. He's obviously actually scheduling the alarm breaks every 1 hour and 20 minutes to wake him up so that he can finish off the journey, which is amazing. Dominic Cave, Commander Mal, is now joined his first community goal, bought a T6 and visited the Hutton Orbital for his first and second time, and now he's looking forward to getting into some serious trading. He'd like to enter the competition for Real Mug and has sent in the qualifying proof image.
Again. Sorry, that was my fault. I read them out of sequence.
Did you? Oh,
yes.
You didn't read Geraldine, who's thanking us for being involved.
No, not done Geraldine yet, no.
Excellent. Who else have we done? We've got Witherspoon, who's on their first run in the hauler. Nope, we've done that one. I recognise that because they forgot to buy scrap.
Strider we haven't done, so thank you so much for organising. I've had a blast, loving the music selection. Strider 295.
Fantastic. We have now got Commander Ducrus, who is ticking off lists and things that he wants to achieve in game, and this will be his first time to Hutton Orbital, so he's ticked that off his list. We have Christoph Kerensky, who is just saying they've now made the Hutton run. Thank you very much, Christoph. And it was very, very long, but they're going to make a few more this week. Brilliant. Thank you for your support.
And currently from orbit around Hutton Orbital at the moment, we have Ash G from the EDC Facebook page is saying hello to everybody, and Commander Karov as well.
Oh, and we have a little summary that kind of does reflect the experiences of a lot of pilots. More pics from Hutton Orbital. Commanders are getting space crazy and threatening a poor commander hiding under Pad 1 with enough firepower to blow him to Sagi. It does get a bit heated, but you know what? It might get heated, but frankly, it's not that bad. If you have made a faux pas, if you have left yourself, just put out an apology to the chat. We are very forgiving. It's just the frustration begins to grow after a 1.5 hours journey when you cannot empty your ship. And that was from Commander the Tick. Commander Spurt was rescued by the fuel rats in order to complete their journey to Hutton Orbital. Brilliant. Thank you, fuel rats. Thank you, Commander Spurt, for taking advantage of their services.
We have pictures of an Anaconda parked inside Hutton Orbital Station between the various storage containers. Up on the Facebook group you will see lots of pictures of some very delicate parking by one of the Anacondas.
We have Commander Austin Finity, who is currently giving his first contribution to the goal as much as his little vulture can muster. Thank you very much, Austin Infinity. And then who have we got? We've got a little one from F Genesis. I don't think you've mentioned this. This is quite a long little message coming in from there. Hey, I took part too, it seems. Not sure why, but it can't be worse than Bast. Right? Right? I'm wanted because that police officer, I imagine it, couldn't fly. Idiot. I'm a harmless ass trucker, I swear. Anyway, whatever. So if you do see Commander F Genesis, they're innocent. That wanted status is just a mistake. It was just a misunderstanding with an ossifer. And they hope that the mug alone will go far more awesome than the setup on the other pick. I don't know what that is. enjoying some old schoolyard vibes, and there's something funny they will try soon, trying to run ED on their old Commodore monitor. That's going to be horrible. That's going to be disgusting.
We have an eater of shoes on the official forums saying, I must confess my sins. I intended to only make the journey once, but I've become addicted to the glitter parties.
The welcoming parties that then do it's all great. We've got an important making message. Sorry about that. The old chaff displays when you welcome people to come to the pad. It's awesome. We just had a wee request from Commander Arden. Now, we have Texas Stu here, we have Commander Roki, and we have Commander Ed Levice here. Hello guys, welcome to Hutton Orbital. We have an issue. We have an issue here. We have a dock blocker again. Somebody who is docked in the pad, and unfortunately we can't quite call them up to find out who it is, but it could be an NPC. They have actually lowered themselves into the hangar in the belief that that would clear the pad, which unfortunately has transpired to not be the case. We currently have some glitter partying going on in this instance as well. Let me have a look and see if I can see who this commander is. That is a Commander Rascon in his federal dropship, has just dropped a pile of glitter right across the whole of pad 3. Some nice fireworks there, Commander C3 is saying. Now, whoever it is that is in that pad, if you could return to your ship, please. If you are going AFK, if you're going to go and do something, make sure you drop your cargo, undock, fly a little distance away from the station so you're not causing any issues for people to get access to that pad, and then you can log off there, or you can sit there and leave yourself sitting there. You are relatively safe within the station bounds. Yes, if there's pirate activity, then there'll be a problem. You could be potentially destroyed. Commander Zimrats is in this instance too. Hello! But if you are there, there is a number of commanders that will have your back. Anybody that's caught open firing will be dealt with as severely and as quickly as we can.
With the number of pythons we've got kicking around here, most of which are armed, you're relatively safe around the station. The Anaconda pirates earlier caused us a little bit of difficulties, but our hull integrities were low when we took them on. But armed pythons tend to dissuade most people.
They do, so I mean it's one of these things, but it just avoids any more queues. I mean what then ends up happening is that commanders have to slowly drop into private groups, or leave the area. Someone just sprayed lots of wonderful glitter right in my face. Thank you, Texas Stu, that was very kind of you.
We have had an urgent message from Ian Phillips, who, as we know, joined us last night talking about his expedition, I believe, and he's heading back. And does anyone have any kippers?
He's hoping to be back for breakfast, is he?
Smoke me a kipper.
Well, yes, we've got a queue here, so we're going to have a quick look at the numbers. If you give me a second, I'm going to check and see how things are going since we've been on air. We have 860,000 tons collected, almost 861,000 tons. That is a redonkulous amount. We have 2,023 commanders having taken part, and yes, we are, let's reckon, 140,000 tons off the next tier. That is extremely achievable. Thank you everybody who's taking part, and let's get this crossed and move on to our next one. I mean, look at we're constantly we're in danger of being able to create a rare item that you can buy 30 of, because the next goal looks to be another 1 million tons.
We may actually be able to make Hutton profitable.
Yes, if you don't mind running at a loss for the repair.
Well, if you're joining in, don't forget that there are rewards for the various tiers. The lowest one at the moment sits at 200,000 credits for the smallest number of tons of scrap delivered. So it is marginally profitable for those that can drop anything off.
Yeah, for your one trip, then you're basically all you've got to do. Well, actually, I don't know. We don't quite know what the bottom level is. because there is that level of insufficient contribution, but I've got no idea what that is. If anybody who has donated and done a run could let us know if they are currently stuck at level G, which is the insufficient contribution, and let us know what kind of the cut-off point for that is. In the top 5%, I'm not sure what the bottom end is of the top 5%. I know I've delivered just under 4,000 tonnes.
We have commanders, sorry to cut across you there, we have commanders on around 1,700 that are still at the bottom edge of the top 5%.
Okay, so yeah, just on sort of 2,000 tonne mark is where you're looking at to get into. Obviously, the more people that join in, the easier it's going to be to get up into that top 5% and to make this a very good return for everybody. Commander Edelweiss is hoping whoever the commander is that's currently blocking the dock remembers to wash their hands. Don't use cubicle 3, it's not fixed yet. Just
the hand sanitizer ran out. We're using recycled small bits of soap stuck together at the moment.
Commander Syrian 1984 is suggesting that possibly they've banned scrap trading at the current minute. No, as far as we are aware, Hutton Orbital is still accepting scrap. It's just that some commander is blocking. I think we'll give us another couple of 5 minutes and we'll keep an eye out so that if there's breaking news that the pad is free, we will report that back so that people know that they can carry on here. Now, I've managed to dock. Yes,
I've managed to dock at Hutton. I sneakily stepped aside so we could get a traffic report and bypass the queue. Very politely. In the last 24 hours, we have had 3,474 ships passing through the Alpha Centauri system, of which we had 750 Type 6s, 1,156 Pythons, 32 dropships, 613 Asps, 364 Cobras, 26 Sidewinders, 124 Vultures, 41 Adders, 45 Anacondas, 36 Imperial Clippers, of which I've seen many of them dropping cargo outside the station for other people, 56 Vipers, 45 Diamondbacks, 11 Type 9 Heavies, one of which was attempting to crush the cameraman earlier, 26 Haulers, 18 Type 7s, 13 Couriers, 24 Eagles, 48 Diamondbacks, 1 Orca, only 1 Orca. I think the Orcas have been put off, and 45 Feather Lances. Well, the Orca's really a difficult one with regards to fuel. It's a bit of a dangerous ship to take on this journey. I have to admit, I've had an Orca and I've been stranded before fuel rats were around and unfortunately had to abandon ship in order to get back to civilization. However, nowadays it's safe. Just remember that if you are wanting to come out here in your Orca, just keep that tab open on the Fuel Rats website, just in case you do need them. We've just had a Commander McCarroll arrive. Good evening, Commander McCarroll, and welcome to Hutton Orbital. He's coming in with 68 tons of scrap. Texas Stu is now trying to work out who the heck is running this Mickey Mouse operation in our current instance with regards to the queuing. No one is running it at the moment, Texas Stu. Well, no, that's not true. Commander Aden is, and we're waiting for whoever is currently occupying the slot to get out. But you see if it's Mr. Mogadon, his name will forever be Mud. Okay, we have an update from Ready Gateway that's been sent across. Ready Gateway still has 34,000 tons of scrap left, so we've gone down another 20,000 since yesterday. It's going to be touch and go by the end of this CG.
Breaking news. That looks like the pad is opening up. Oh no, that's a small pad.
And an update from the EDC, who've been messaging us while we've been on air here. To anyone taking part in the Hutton Log CG, should scrap supplies run low, Altair has a good supply at Grandin Gateway.
Altair, okay, let me just double check and see. Zimrats is suggesting that the commander in there is at the bar and has forgotten about his ship. Now the Altair system, let's have a look and see, where are you? I can't quite see that. I'm going to jump to the galaxy map and we'll get a distance for it for you guys. Altair is 17.44 light years from Alpha Centauri.
So possibly a double jump for those that have got smaller frameshift drives and smaller tanks. Just be careful on your fuel if you're doing that one, guys.
Grandin Gateway is there, and it's relatively close to the sun as well, to the star. It's 287 light seconds. There also is another particular outpost there, and there is a nice, it looks like an Orbis station, so called the Solo Orbiter. So there should be plenty of places to dock if you have a larger ship too and you're wanting to fill up there. There is, of course, still the gateway, the outpost in Wolf 424 that had a stock level of scrap too, so we'll try and get a level on that as well for you guys and report back in our next report, which you'll think will be at 3 p.m. as we all meet. And crikey, at the moment we're still going to have to meet at Wolf 424 at 3 o'clock to do our next meet and fleet convoy to Hutton Orbital. So if you want to be part of that, then please meet up. And we will call it Wolf 424 for now, because even if we've not got scrap there, we can do a convoy to go get some scrap. That'll be fine. How many hours is that? That is, in fact, just over 2 hours from now if you want to get to Wolf 424. That gives you a chance to do one more run to Hutton.
Yep, just about long enough to have breakfast as well. Mine is incoming shortly. Bacon, eggs, sausage, beans, hash brown and black pudding are about to be scoffed.
Fantastic. Well, for now, we shall return you to normal programming, and we will be back in later on at 3 o'clock to cover the entirety of the 1.5 hour journey to Hutton Orbital as part of the massive meet and fleet convoy. Don't worry if you're not in an instance, just tune in to huttonorbital.com. We will keep you company for the entirety of that journey. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking part. Thank you, Dave, for joining me this morning.
No worries at all. Thank you for playing host and compare on this one.
Not at all. We will catch you guys later on. Thank you very much.